Yeah.
Yo! Welcome to the Clown Army first after the Watershed chat. We have Carly Delbridge in the studio with me this evening.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, let's just do that. There we go. I have absolutely no idea what's going to go on tonight. I have no plan whatsoever at all, but we're going to invite some people to the stream and we're just going to have a chat. I've got no idea what we're going to chat about, but we are going to chat. I guess the most important question is what you're having for Christmas dinner and all that shit.
Is it?
Well,
Surely it's who's going to win in the final.
Well, I can't imagine too many people give a shit about the final right now.
Thank God for that.
I got to say, it does feel really weird doing this, not like a URL. It's not a URL. Anyway, welcome to all the people who got in at the moment. Benjamin LaQuenta Sorensen, I Am Maniac, Stickness, Jordan Williams, EML Sound, me. So, yeah.
You're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Really?
Carly's here. So, yeah, we're just going to chat. I have no idea what we're going to chat about, but let's introduce the first person that we have waiting. And there she is.
Hey.
I think I've just taken her by surprise.
Don't think she even realised.
Yeah, I'm not sure she realised it.
Oh, shit. So I was busy thinking about Carly's knickers, to be honest. Sorry. Yeah.
So for all those who don't know, this is Jennifer Stevens, Jen S.
Hello.
Hello, she is she is the number one admin in the admin group.
Mm-hmm.
Named after Piss, basically. Who's number two?
Either Gaz or Eric.
Okay.
Say something, Jen.
Hi, everyone. I've got a... Have you got one? I always get really nervous on these streams. Hello, everyone. How are you? Nice to see you. Look at my jumper. Look, it's Christmas. So I've got the traditional Christmas crap on. Yeah. Shows the tits out nicely. Can't wear your knickers. Next, someone else.
Hold on a minute. Black.
Commando.
Oh, Commando.
So, burning issue of the day. What knickers you got on? Anyone in the chat?
Any.
What knickers have you got on?
Jen,
Right.
what colour are yours?
What colour are mine? Mine are white virginal, obviously.
Ooh, look at you.
And we've just had Gaz join the show. How's it going, Gaz?
Hey.
Hey, how are we? Can you hear me? Am I all right? Or
Yeah, I'm just gonna lift your mic a little bit.
hang on, see if I can. Hello.
Try that.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Beautiful. Yeah. You're a
Hi.
touch low, but we should be all right. And for those of you who don't know, this is point 2, Gaz and Wood, all the way from Tasmania. This man got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do this.
Jeez.
So we've got some interesting content for getting this man up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
Other than what colour are your knickers?
Man at the moment, Gaz.
Well.
No.
Now I got it. Yeah, I had to do my hair, so that's why I was a bit late. Sorry.
We can forgive you for that, Gaz. We can forgive you for that. And we have one more person on the show. There he is. There is John Coffey. All the way
Yeah,
from
driving in a snowstorm.
Make sure that you don't
Crash?
Yeah, don't crash, mate. That would be fucking horrific. We don't want to see that on the first chat.
It's sort of important, you know. Don't.
Yeah,
crash.
no thanks, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
literally.
man, roads are fucking... There's like an inch of snow on the roads. I'm taking my time.
John, mate, we had 1 day of snow back like 3-4 days ago, and literally like Bristol ground to a halt. It was fucking embarrassing, and yet you guys have got like 5-foot snow drifts, and you still carry on.
Yeah, dude, it's normal.
Yeah, for us it's completely unnormal. And Gaz, I imagine it's the middle of summer for you over there.
Yeah, it's pretty warm already. We're
Bastard.
Oh, some...
2 degrees or something. Sweat my
You
ass
bastard.
off.
The hottest room in my house at the moment is the fucking bathroom because it's the smallest room in the house. So literally every time I go for a poo, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. I can take my top off and have a nice poo.
Yeah, that's what we want to talk about.
Exactly, right? So we need a topic of conversation. Somebody got a topic of conversation they want to start us off with?
It's got to be Gaz's album, surely.
Literally,
well.
that's a great
Come
place
on.
to start.
It is.
Thanks, Jen. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's been really good. I mean, number 2 bestseller. We just got told we were number 1 best-selling in all genres. So, yay! So
Nice
that's good. I've spammed everyone enough, I think, so that's all right.
I'm banned at the moment, Gaz. Otherwise, I
No,
would
you
be
can never
shouting about
spam
this as well.
Yeah, you've not spammed people anywhere near enough. Keep it coming.
Yeah, keep it coming.
We love good spam.
Well, I gotta get it. Funny we mentioned this because now I have to get a tattoo as well. So you know, just chucking that out there.
On your face too.
I'm pretty sure that was.
It's going to be an improvement. The wife is stoked. She's all for it. You know, just right on the face, the whole thing, and she's there. You know?
Gaz, I will pay you to do that, mate. But no, seriously, where's it going?
Yeah. God, no, I don't know. I think I got the left boob, so we're going the left boob. There's a lot of real estate on the boobs here, so we definitely get one on
You're just
there,
looking for an excuse to show off your boobs.
Yeah, well, my wife gets jealous when I show mine off. Hey, well, look at that. That's all man.
With the hair and everything. So how did that come about, Gaz? How did you get on that label?
Oh, look, like literally it was at the Clown Fest. I think it was about 2 Clown Fests ago. I never know how to pronounce his name. Stefan Fanatic. He kind of just messaged. Oh, I messaged him because it was when they did the transatlantic funk stuff, and I was like, it'd be cool to kind of glitch up a few of his electro style beats, sort of thing. So I kind of reached out and I just said, hey, like it'd be cool to do something with you. And then literally he just said, oh, I'd love to do jazz and bass, you know, like I'd love to give that a try. And I thought, well, something different, you know, and it's been done before, like the Tough at the Top and all of that stuff. So I was like, oh, we'll give it a go, you know, something different sort of thing. And literally just as we started, it was like about 3 weeks and the album like was being talked about finalizing and stuff. So I literally like he threw me this video and I was just like, I know what we're going to do with it. This is it. So I just threw it at Danny and I just said, look, like, you know, hopefully this could be something. And he was like, it's going to be perfect. And so literally within about 3 weeks, we were on this album and then bang, it's just been like I said to him, I said, this will be the album we have to try and get on this year. And if we're going to try. And yeah, we did. And like, it's just been a dream, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's just taken off and it's been awesome. So yeah, crazy shit. So we got a few more, like he said, we'll do, you know, he wants to do a few more with me and stuff. So, you know, Danny's keen for a bit more, so it'll be good. So it's super stoked, you know?
Yeah, I don't blame you. And I'm really happy and proud that this stuff came from out of Clownfest, you know, because like Clownfest was just trying to keep myself busy during lockdown, you know, so it was a selfish thing for me. But out of this, so many collabs of like Eric and Stefan and you and Stefan, you know, there are people that are collabing like all over the world. It's insane.
That's kind of why I wrote the post. It wasn't kind of like a let's stroke Gaz for a sec. It was more to try and inspire people because it's like literally all of this has come from URL, you know, like all of it, like Clownfest and, you know, the URL, just meeting people and talking and stuff like that. And it's easy for people, like, I think, you know, the URL has nearly 5,000 members and, you know, like when you kind of sitting back and you don't know everyone, it's a bit intimidating and all of this stuff. And, you know, that's how I felt when I first started and I was watching everyone and I was just like, man, how the hell am I even going to talk to these sort of people, you know? But slowly but surely you drop a meme of, you know, Mark's face on something and have a chat or whatever. And literally, like, it just falls into place, you know? And it's an amazing group of people and it's awesome. So I'm a big advocate for it. I definitely 100%.
Yeah, Mr. Wiggly, who we're borrowing StreamYard off of tonight, is always very, very complimentary about the show, and it's because we don't push anybody down. If your track's not as good as it could be, we're not going to say that's shite. We're going to say, oh, you can do this to improve it, and then chuck it in next week, and you know, and we'll talk about it again. That's what I really like about the community that we've got going on around us at the moment. You know, we all want to see each other lifted rather than like, you know, suppressed, and that's a really, really important thing.
I think the important thing that everyone needs to know is that, like, even when we're dissing a track, it's not like we're like, oh my god, I fucking hate this thing, unless it's like some cheesy happy hardcore or something. Like, you know,
don't let Jenna you say that.
Whatever, but you know what I mean. No, but none none of us are walking around going, holy fuck, that was terrible, you know? Like, even when we're kind of dissing tracks, it's sort of like from a place that's from love, you know? And
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's always, as I say, my first track, Amy gave me a 2, and it was just like, but it was, you know, it's like, whatever, man. Like, it was cool, you know? Like, it's not like, oh my God.
Room for improvement.
Like, so,
Well, if there's no in it, she's going to hate it.
yeah.
Check it out. EML Sounds has just joined the party. There he is. He's
Yeah.
driving.
Eric!
EML! Eric, can you hear us?
No.
Yo! Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey.
How's it going, my man?
Good. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can.
I think it's about
So,
this time we need to
what's
just sort of
up?
say, we do endorse responsible driving here on the Clown Army.
Yeah, we really do.
Half the bloody crew's driving, you know?
This
Fuck
is
that.
live, you guys.
Hey, Alan.
Alan's just joined the party too.
What's up, Alan?
Get in. So we've got the full complement of the URL crew. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. We've got Alan and we've got John all the way from the USA. So yeah,
So I'd just like to add about Gaz's track on the album.
do it.
Isn't yours the selling track off that album? I believe.
Yeah, second best. We got After Burn.
Second best off the album.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so
I
nice.
think number two in sales for the week we got. So that was pretty good in the drum and bass section. So yeah, Danny reckons
Yeah.
there's like 3,000 or so a week that get released. So to be number 2 is that's pretty bloody good, I reckon.
Well done, you.
Mate, you should definitely be slapping yourself on the back at this point.
When do you get your mansion?
Fuck yeah.
All of you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
got it and shared love. That was it. That, you know, as I say, once again, I hate to keep harping on about it, but like Clown Army, they just rock, you know. It's all because of you guys, so it's been good.
Thank you very much, guys.
It's you, me, and
literally, like,
Gaz. Now that everybody's back now.
I get the feeling that's going to happen a lot tonight. Maybe we need like a stick that we.
I
pass
picked
around
my
to the
copy up the other day.
So so Jen, you bought the album, yeah?
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Eric, you bought the album
Yes.
too. I guess there's going to be a little bit of a delay between us and Eric.
Fuck yeah.
So, Alan, you've not said anything so far. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Have you
Yeah.
bought Gaz's album?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my!
Oh.
Hey, Gaz, this is why you're getting to number 1 because the army are buying your fucking album, mate. How
Exactly
not?
this, exactly. 100%.
Yeah,
51
We got
tracks
support
for
our own.
15
I
quid.
get the USB, but I've got the download.
Nicely
And
done. Let me
it's
just
beautiful.
going
I
to
think
lift
it's like
your mic a
11
bit.
pounds for 50 tracks, so it's a pretty good bargain, you know.
That's not
That
bad
is.
at all. And 50 tracks, and yours is top second bestseller on the album.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got some
Gaz,
big
that's
names in there
fucking
as well.
insane, mate.
Very
Yeah,
impressive.
Right.
Yeah, pretty...
There we go. There's
There we
another
go.
person to the show. Welcome, Bill Cerebral. Looks like we're watching his ceiling at the moment.
Oh, God, don't say that.
Hey, I'm
Issues.
just getting something to hold my camera. But yeah, cheers for having me. Hey, how you doing, everyone?
Hey, Bill.
We're good, Bill. I knew this was going to be chaos, and that's exactly what I wanted. So, who's got a topic of conversation then? Dead fucking silence.
Sorry, what did you say?
I guess I could throw a little bit out there.
Go on, then.
Boss.
Yeah, so starting some work with my man Stefan, Fanatic 12,000, Transatlantic Funk 2. So that's very exciting.
Nice.
That is
He
exciting.
he hit me up, you know, and he's a dictator. Any of y'all that know?
Oh, we've lost him.
Went through a
Oh,
tunnel.
no.
Ah!
Nice
Again,
freeze frame though.
this is the joy of live TV.
It was the dictator that did it, I think.
You Irish.
He's,
Well,
he's
he's
a
got the
dick.
tater out. It didn't hang a
Yeah.
dick, you know, like.
I love that lampshade, by the way, Bill.
Again?
I love the lampshade.
Yeah, it's a great lampshade. Ceiling's looking really good.
It's like a solar eclipse.
Okay, I'll kick things off. Jem, what do you want for Christmas?
I've already got it, mate. My mum bought me a Mac Studio.
Okay, okay.
Ooh.
And you've got a set of decks on the way, I believe.
Yeah, I'm buying them though. But yeah, Mac Studio. Yeah, Mac
You
Studio.
didn't fancy a G5 then?
I was tempted. I hear they come with a sense of superiority though, so I don't.
And an original 303 and a Pro 1.
There's been an upgrade today.
In?
Oh yeah.
The G4 is now a G5 or something. I don't know.
Alan with awesome information that he only knows half part of.
Yeah. I think that's from 20 years ago. That information, isn't it? Surely.
I think so. A few years back, I think. So go on, Gaz, if you could have anything, what would you have for Christmas?
I already got mine. It was to get number one on the album, so that'll do for me. I'm not. That's it for me.
Hello.
Christmas is at the end of the month, end of next week, and we've already got our presents for it. Jesus Christ. Bill, what do you want for Christmas?
Me? Well, I already got what I want for Christmas.
See, stop saying this, you bastards. Go on, what'd you get?
The all 16 series on DVD of Eurotrash, and 20 DVDs.
Wow. I haven't watched that in years.
I used to love that shit. And
So
Yeah.
did I.
It used to
It's
be,
like it's a proper like time warp. It's amazing nostalgia.
I bet.
yeah, literally on a Friday night we used to bake hash cookies, watch Eurotrash, and then Beavis and Butthead, and then South Park, and then I think it was The Word. Friday nights were amazing back then. Honestly,
Yeah.
Is it a Friday night?
It is.
Yeah.
Friday.
We're bringing
Friday
back that
night.
Friday feeling. So that's actually a great present, Bill. And yeah, if I could come around, I'd watch it with you. Alan, what do you want for Christmas?
I don't. Another trip to Bristol, maybe.
Dude, you're welcome here any fucking time, I'm telling you.
No.
There's no fucking trains.
Fuck yeah.
No, at the moment there isn't. That's
No,
right.
fly.
Alan would fly down anyway. He's like the person that tells the planes where to go. So you know,
You'll just get one of them.
yeah, literally.
Trip to Bristol. Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I don't know what I want. Yeah. I don't
Really?
need anything. Got everything I need with the Clown Army.
Aw, aren't you special? Literally, I did before I got the
Some had
NPC.
said that, yeah.
Before I got the NPC, I wanted a whole bunch of pedals and blah blah blah, and now the NPC is just doing that for me. And again, there's nothing I want for Christmas. John, what do you want for Christmas?
I already got it. The mod.
Jesus Christ!
The MoDX.
There's a theme here.
Oh, okay, yeah, there is a theme here. Carly, what do you want for
That's
Christmas?
because we won't get our Christmas presents on Black Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because we're tech junkies.
I was gonna say, and it seems like no one else can buy for you, so just get it yourself,
Oh,
and then you're happy with whatever you've got.
It's like when a present costs $1,000, you can't just go like, oh yeah, just put that in my stocking. You know,
Yeah,
you've
exactly.
got to get
Yeah,
it
if you don't
yourself.
mind, that's a stocking filler, if anything.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that's a question out of the way. Anybody else got any questions?
See you. Bye.
Looks like Alan had something. Inspiration.
I got this.
Oh, okay.
Right, you poor
Is that the
bastard.
sample track?
Yes.
Oh, what's that
You
then?
poor bastard. I'm waiting
Yeah,
on mine
all of us,
still.
right into the camera. What's going on here?
Are you happy with it?
It hasn't made a sound yet.
Oh, if you've not turned it on.
Virgin sound.
Yeah, I turned it on, but it needs an SD card with samples on it.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Who was that?
Yeah.
Eric?
Oh God, you're back.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Eric, but you're very, very sketchy.
Nothing.
Well, he's like that anyway.
Yeah.
So, Alan, I did have a bunch of questions for the sample track, but obviously you can't answer them because you haven't even turned the bloody thing on.
Well, I have turned it on.
What is it exactly? Is it a sample player?
It's literally a
Basically,
sample player. I looked into it before I went for the MPC one, and I'm wondering whether I should have gone for this.
No.
Did you get off?
Oh, be happy with what you got, man.
You whack boy.
Trick is shit.
10 channel plus 2 or 3 channels of audio, I think.
Okay.
Maximum 32 gig SD card, but yeah, it's a Kickstarter thing.
Yes. Did you get that one from Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was about 250 and about 50 quid in import tax.
That's
but
not
it's selling,
bad. That's not bad.
So 300 all in, but it's
pretty
selling for about 450 on like Gear for Music.
Okay.
So it looks pretty cool.
If you check Reverb, you'll find a heap of them. I don't think they won't even get rid of them.
Yeah, I think
dropping
got
bad, I tell you.
issues with firmware and stuff like that. So I'm kind of waiting for everybody to figure it out, and then I'll plug the fucker in. But it's portable. It's very portable.
Yes.
You can put it in the bin easily then.
Yeah.
You're being vicious to this. Like it's a good company that make it. They're just like they're quite inexperienced, so they're just finding their feet. But they're really good at customer like support, and they do work to like. They sort of put a synth out there and it's like 90% ready, and they're like, "Look, we literally don't know how we can make this better because we're still learning." And then people go, "Well, look, it doesn't even do this on MIDI channel, whatever." And they go, "Oh, should it do that?" And they go, "Well, all the others do." And they go, "Okay, we'll make it do that." And it's like they'll keep adding stuff. Like,
Well, that's kind
Talking
cool,
of things
isn't
that
it?
were released before they were actually finished. The 707, Jesus Christ, update after update, just to try and make it compatible. Yeah, deluge.
but is it good now? Is the 707 worth getting?
See, I don't want to.
Depends on what you're going to use it for.
Well, I
Depends on
got a
what you're going to use
TR8.
it for.
I got a
It's good
TR8,
stuff.
and I'm like, how can I upgrade from that and a live performance so that I can do more stuff than what I do on the TR8? What's the next step? Is it like the MC 707? Is it all the various? They've got so many workstation boxes. I don't know what to get.
Okay. The 707 is going to.
Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want? I'm guessing a new rig.
Well, like to be like the center of a live performance, so it's not just drums, but can do transitions more easily, I guess, and you can run a couple of other bits off it, like a 303, and like just keep it as part of a small 2 or 3 synth rig for live. What would be the best kind of centerpiece? Because I use a TR8 at the moment, but it's a bit limited, and so it's just that and a 303.
MPC.
I agree with Gaz all the way here.
I don't know. I need a sampler. Like,
The only main reason.
Yeah, MPC, man, for a centerpiece. Yeah, if you need a sampler, MPC is the way to go, not 707.
Yeah.
707 is a shitty sampler. It's a good synth engine, but the sampler on it's crap, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah.
I've already got a crap sampler. I got a Volca.
It's not even a sampler.
I know it doesn't even sample. That's how fucking shit it is.
I don't even know. Why did we go there?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get away from.
Your ass first, eh?
Oh, this conversation's gone down the tubes now. We're talking Volcas.
I'm trying to make the guy with the samples track feel better.
But no, seriously, if you're looking for something that you want to put, like I put 120 samples in this thing, and it just ate it up and
Doesn't
wanted
fit.
more. You know, the MPC rocks, whereas the 707, you've only got like 12 minutes of mono stereo time on it, and I find that it just literally wasn't enough. Like you say, the synth engine on this thing is absolutely fucking diamond, though. So for me, at the moment, that it's 8 polysynths in one box.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
for the price, I think
The
they're-
drum machine in it's decent too.
Oh yeah, the drum machine in it is really, really good, but the limitations on having to swap from project to project to be able to get the next one in is an absolute nightmare.
Man.
You know, I think actually that sold me because when I'm want to use something live, I'm not thinking about synthesizing stuff. I've got all the other synths I do that with and go pre-prepared. So actually, I'd be better off with the MPC because you want the samples, you want stuff locked down. You're not like noodling around with stuff on polysynths when you're playing live. So yeah, thank you. Cheers. That sorted it. Yeah.
And if I like the MPC One or the MPC Live, they both work on the same software, and they are both fucking phenomenal. There are a few gripes I've got with the unit. When I export to audio,
Yeah,
apparently
I
John?
wanna.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, totally. What he said. What he said.
Hear the sirens. They've got him. They found him.
By the cops.
Okay, so it looks like Eric's back, and he's given us
Off from his feet.
a shot from his crutch.
It's intentional.
With Eric, yes, it
Yes,
always
it is.
is.
And appreciated. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, John's back again.
There's everyone.
I got two of him.
There
Yeah.
we go. It's right. He's gone now. So, John, you broke up over that. What were you going to say? Oh no, he had this problem last time that he couldn't hear us. Can you hear us, John? Oh, we'll wait for John to get back to us. Again, live TV. This is always going to happen. Okay, so we've talked about the MPC and the 707 and how bad it is and how the MPC is 10 times better. Now let's talk about Jen's new crack addiction.
Yes.
Jen, you're buying vinyl.
Literally, or you on about the vinyl?
The vinyl.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're now buying the vinyl that you sold for cheap for a lot more expensive price. Is this correct?
As I had about 2,000 records about 12 years ago, and I sold them all because I moved in with a boyfriend. It didn't work out, so I bought them all for about £5 to £7 each. I sold them all for about £1 each, and now I'm buying them all back for about 15 quid. Not the best business decision I've ever made, if I'm honest.
Not a great investment.
But I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, look at this beautiful. Look at this. Oh. So
I saw Gaz's eyes light up then.
Yeah, I want that one.
I'm having a midlife crisis, and I'm embracing every minute of it. So it's fine.
Literally.
I've got Ollie bringing me decks. I've got my needles. I've got a mixer. Yeah. I'm fully embracing it, mate. It's I don't. What else am I gonna? But I'll be honest. I can't actually fit any more synthesizers in. I don't have children. Don't have a wife or a husband. I've got nothing to spend it on. Have I? What am I supposed to do with it? I can't just hoard it under the bed. So
Crypto, bro.
That's where my vinyl is right now, under the bed.
oh, what? Yeah, buy a load of ones and zeros. That sounds sensible. Yeah, right. Nah, not
Okay,
good.
welcome.
Live.
There we go.
Are we live
Welcome, Jim
somewhere now?
Prendergrass.
Hey.
Hey, Jim.
Hey.
Jim Prendergrass is the guy that
How's it
takes
going?
care of the .live site. So thank you very much for creating that, Jim.
That's very
And,
formal, Mark.
Come again?
I got a proper introduction and everything.
Of course, you always will, my man.
I can't hear Jim.
No, I turned him up, but it looks like
Oh
he's
no, you
frozen.
can't hear me.
Yeah, I can. We can. Can you hear him now, Bill?
But I am freezing. It's bloody cold.
Nope.
Oh, can anybody else hear Jim?
No. I'm on phone. You know, I'm just on a network. Like I'm in bloody
Little connection.
hotel. I don't
Thailand.
know if you can hear me at all.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can.
no.
In fits and starts, Jim. In fits and starts. What do you want for Christmas? Oh my God!
Better
Can
connection.
you hear me now?
I don't know
That's
for
what we want
you.
for Christmas.
Oh,
What
Hey,
does Charlie want
man,
for Christmas?
The best thing you can do is ban yourself from Discogs. Don't go to Discogs. That's my advice. Stay away
Yeah.
from Discogs.
Can I ask why? Because
Yeah, but
I have been
Discogs-
looking at Discogs.
Can
Why?
you still go to discos?
Oh, God, don't do it. It's you'll wake up one morning and you have like $300 worth of vinyl just sent to you because last night it was a good idea to flick through Discogs, and I've had to ban myself. I kid you not, because for one, it's so expensive and it's like crazy expensive, but two, they've got everything there, so it's just like a massive shopping list. So you kind of like, yeah, I'll have this one. yeah, this one, and then I don't care about the price and that, and then all of a sudden, bam, you got like $300, and you're just like, oh, yeah, okay.
Mate,
and
I'm
then you
already
just go
there.
the next day and do it as well.
I'm
It's
already there
terrible,
with
so
Night.
addicting.
I'm already there with Night Force Revolution and Death Star. Is it? I'm
Yeah,
ordering
yeah.
daily at the moment. I've got to stop.
Discog's dangerous, man. I tell you.
The only problem is when I look at what I regret, when I look at all the money I've wasted, I think if I had it back, what would I do? I'd spend it on vinyl, and vinyl's gone up in value gradually. So all I've regretted is not buying more vinyl because it keeps going up. Like that 30 quid record is 50 quid. I could have bought it last year and saved myself 20 quid. I should have bought more vinyl sooner, quicker.
Oh, have you got vinyl? I
That's
can buy,
test number 5 in Discogs, 50 quid.
Oof.
Whoa. It's amazing. The first thing Jen says as soon as she sees a record is like, can I buy that? Is that for sale?
Jen,
You
would
have a
want
problem,
this?
Jen. You have a problem.
It's too techno for Jen. She's into hardcore.
I think she'll buy
Yeah.
anything right
I'm
now.
I'm breakbeat, hardcore, and jungle and drum and bass. That's it.
The Hypnotist is totally hardcore. I mean, I know it's techno as well because everything was techno then, but like it is proper hardcore,
Oh,
I reckon.
Nice.
Oh, I've got a nice remix of that on the way, Gaz.
I think they're £90.
You're getting your vinyl out. Dear God.
I have got a
Vinyl porn.
remix
So
of
you're not
that.
helping her. You're not helping this poor person trying to give up all of
Right.
vinyl. You're all getting your bloody porn out for this poor person to look at.
I am not a
How many
poor
of you
person.
danced to
I'll
that?
have you know. Is that bringing
Last
forth
year-
the guillotine?
Some of mine's not even open.
Seriously, mint condition, never touched by human hands.
I've been buying a lot of stuff of Chris's, Gaz.
It's
A
just
lot of
like
stuff
porn.
of Chris's.
It is just like porn.
Untouched by human hands.
And that one, I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my
that goes
God.
for a high price on Discogs these
Ooh,
days.
Nucleus is a belter of a label.
Yeah, it really is. That's what I used to mix when I got when I got in. So did we all start as DJs then, or what?
I'll share the best one I've got so far.
Mm.
'cause it's
Yeah,
signed.
DJ.
Yeah.
This one's
Yeah.
signed. This one is signed
Bye.
by
Oh, yeah, nice. I got that one as well, Jim.
and it is yours signed. Is yours signed?
I don't have the boring
Mine's
one.
better than yours. Mine's better than yours.
That's a
I've
good
got
one.
that, Alan. I've got that rhythm and stealth.
Hey, that's a good one,
Yeah,
Alan.
Choice. Yeah.
So we all mixed then, do we?
10-inch mark.
I'm guessing so. Bill, do you mix?
Yeah, and I play out as well. I was last playing a few weeks ago playing vinyl.
Nice.
wow.
Where?
Just at a bar. I was playing Italo, and I had some old school hardcore. I was going to ramp it up gradually, but they were doing lunch and dinner service, so they wouldn't let me play anything faster than funk.
Oh.
Or you'd high tea or something like, hey, let's drop the gabba.
Everyone wants to hear that over there.
Was that Alan bragging about his 10 inches a minute ago?
Drop the ABBA.
Did you say ABBA or GABA?
Gabba.
GABA, good, cool.
I said ABBA, but you're not.
No more
ABBA.
fucking ABBA.
So we're not involved in the chat very much, are we? Are you right, chat people?
There's a chat.
There is a chat, yeah. Hi, Morgan and Jordan and everyone else. Rebecca. And
Oh, is Rebecca in there as well? Is she?
Rebecca was in there a second ago, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stevie Stickners is in there. Iron
Yeah,
Maniac's
yeah.
in there.
Big nerd.
This is the first time I've used StreamYard, so I'm kind of getting used to it as well. And I intend to do something like this maybe once a month. So it's going quite well at the moment. We're like half an hour in. We're having a bit of a giggle. You know, people are watching. I think we're doing all right.
Comparing vinyl porn.
Yeah, comparing
Good.
comparing vinyl porn. So did we all start out as DJs, or did we start out as like playing instruments or stuff, or straight to DJs?
First decks when I was 21. Gaz?
Yeah, I was a DJ since '96. So
Wow, you beat me by a couple of
Yeah.
years.
Keyboard when he was about 9.
94, sorry.
Oh, you beat me by a good fucking 8 years then, Gaz.
Keyboard when I was 9 in about 1983.
Jesus Christ, I was in
And
school at that
then-
point.
Yeah, and then decks when I was about 15, so 89.
Good God. So
And
Alan has
then-
been DJing for like the longest. What about you, Bill?
And
When did you
then-
start?
Well, I started DJing, got decks in 2003, but before that, I used to go around junk fairs collecting records that looked 80s in case they had synths and stuff on, because that's what I was looking for. And I bought a cheap, crap old record player to play them on. So I was kind of collecting records since I was a kid, but I didn't properly get into like hardcore collecting and knowing what I was doing until like probably early 2000s, and it was CDs. And I was like, all the good stuff was on vinyl. So then I got decks and started mixing 2003.
Okay, that's fairly late to the game. So what?
My brother's wife, or his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, gave me her copy of Oxygen by Jean-Michel Jarre when I was about 9 or 10, and it just blew me away. And I used to love looking at the back and reading about all the synthesizers that he used, and just had no idea what they were, and then just spent the rest of my life just figuring out what the fuck it's all about.
Still doing it.
Story.
Totally, yeah. Every day's a school day, and when I'm lying on my deathbed, I'll still be going, "What does that MIDI thing do again? How do I get control voltage to work with?" Yeah.
Well, please welcome to the stream, Mr. Wiggly.
Hey! It's working. It's working. How is everybody?
Working.
I managed to make it back off the M25.
Well done.
Oh, what a trip that was. What a trip. We
Is
dropped Lula May
the
off
snow
for
gone?
Pardon?
Has all the ice and snow gone off it now?
Oh, no, it's crazy. And all the funny drivers are out. On the M25 is like, if you're not in the UK, like a big circular, terrible motorway that took so long to build that they realised when they finished it should have been twice as big. But you get all these people that just pop on there like Sunday drivers. They don't really go on motorways apart from the M25. Anyway, it's very boring. But just honestly, I've been sat on it for 3 hours. Not good. Not good, but it's all good now. Happy Christmas, everybody! Woo woo woo! How's it all going?
Happy Christmas.
So the only question we've asked so far, Mr. Wiggly, is what would you want for Christmas, and what do you want for Christmas, Mr. Wiggly? Don't say you've already had it, because everybody else said that.
I've got everything.
See?
I want another cider.
Need that sooner than
Please,
Christmas, Alan.
and enough heat.
I put a beer in the fridge to cool down.
Hey, Stickness. Yeah, definitely enough heating to keep people warm, no matter how much money they've got.
£10 a day we're using on gas. It's absolutely outrageous.
But there's people that are just not switching it on because they don't have the money. It's like, oh, it's so annoying. So annoying.
Yep.
Really.
So
bad.
if we reach the part in the show where we try and put the world's wrongs to rights.
Oh no, sorry. We've done the M25. We've done the heating. I've just brought doom and gloom onto the show, haven't I? I think I can do the 2 camera trick.
Oh! See, Tom knows way more about this site than I do. I'm just like hitting buttons randomly and see if it works.
No, you
Has
got
Dominic,
it.
Dominic ever DJ'd?
Once, me and my
made him
DJ
disappear.
partner back in the day. Oh yeah, they've gone. Decided that we could DJ with like playing live on the top with my Akai sampler and stuff, which is probably ahead of its time. And we did that, and it was such a hassle. So we did one party, which went really, really well, very kind of housey. And then I just sort of busking stuff over the top, but it was literally just such a hassle to set up and do. That was the only one we ever did. But yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
I don't
See, a lot of people-
I've worked with DJs, and that stopped me as well. I've watched what like decent DJs actually do, and realised I'm not good at choosing records. So I mean, yeah, you've got to do plenty of gigs and like put a tune on and watch everyone leave, or watch everyone just go crazy. Do you know what I mean? And then you begin to learn. To me, it's not about the tech, although it is quite cool watching a good DJ. It's about the music they play. It's the selector bit.
Totally. Yeah, but you write some amazing tunes, though, Dom.
Oh, thank you. It's not really danceable at this time of year, but
I've been whammed.
it keeps my heating on though.
But I haven't been stayed yet.
Oh, cool. That happened today. I think it was on Reeves and Mortimer Go Fishing. Someone sent me a text. Oh, not Reeves and Mortimer. You know that fishing thing that they do. But yeah, it'll get you. It'll get you in Tesco's or something.
I haven't heard it yet, actually.
I got whammed in a taxi.
3 years in a row, I've been whammed by the fucking radio downstairs in the front room. 3 years in a fucking row. Sat down to eat dinner the other day or lunch or whatever and got whammed.
I love being whammed. I love it. I hate Mariah Carey. That's the one. I've hated that before it was a thing.
I think we were all pretty hateful of Mariah Carey. She honestly.
I got Mariah the other day. It was terrible. I was singing it as well. I was halfway through it and I was like, holy fuck. Like, what am I doing?
She gets inside your head.
What's the best one though? I think the Pogues, Kirsty MacColl, is the best to me. The best Christmas tune.
There is
It depends if it's the new version where they ruined the lyric.
Oh, I haven't heard that. No, the original one.
Well, they've got rid of the word faggot out of it because it's not PC, haven't they?
Cheap lousy.
Cheap
That's what's wrong
lousy.
with that game.
Haddock.
Maggot. They've changed it to maggot.
Oh wow. Well, that to me, I like listening to that, and also I like "Bang Goes Another Drum Dum Dum Da Da Dum Dum Dum."
That one reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah, that's like old school.
It's about returning home from war.
Rubber dubber dum dum. Yeah, it's about the futility of war at Christmas time.
And when was that?
It's funny.
Oh man, that must be about 40 years old or something. Oh,
Yeah, so we've learned nothing.
That's true.
Literally.
Getting the words to write again.
Has no one else
I
got a
loved it
favourite
when
one?
George Michael crashed and they wrote "wham" next to the mark where he hit the
Is that when he went through his slightly troubled period where he kept falling asleep?
Yes.
Kept going for a drive and having a big spliff, and then he'd fall asleep and someone would find him at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Surely he's got enough money to pay somebody to take him home.
I think it was something he just had to do. He just wanted to get away from it all. But there are better ways of doing it. You know, I'm just going to go and chill in my car. Can you imagine?
And how long the joint he was smoking? What was he fucking dabbing? Bongs?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I knew he was a bit of a. I think he knew his shit basically.
Agreed. Okay, so anybody in the chat got any questions? Anybody want to bring up a subject? Anybody, anything, anywhere? No. Bloody brilliant.
Why is Morgan asking what's wrong with sausages?
Nothing wrong with sausages.
Exactly, there's nothing wrong with sausages. Thank you, Mr. Wiggley. Completely agree with you on that.
I have. What about the prices of synthesizers lately? They seem to have gone up because of the whole shortage and the chip shortage and the whole lockdown thing. What do you think about that then? Because there's no more £200 Behringer synths available anymore, is there?
No. Right, at the beginning of the year, if I bought this, it would have cost me $5.50. When I actually went to buy it, it cost me $6.30. And that was from the beginning of the year till now. It is insane.
That's more than 10%, isn't it, in a year?
Yeah. And import tax on stuff these days is ridiculous.
My mince pies went up 48% this year.
Your mince pies?
What?
Yeah, 48% for mince pies. Like, what is that? Like,
did you have a calculator? That's a very precise measurement you got there. Not 50%.
I'm very passionate about my mince pies.
If you're going to get screwed over, you need to know how much pie. Exactly how much are you going to screw me here? 48%.
Yeah.
That's too
I've
much
had a mince
screwing.
pie budget all year, and I'm like, hang on, this ain't working out.
You're way off.
Can I just show you?
Mince pie.
It's good that you talked about the price of synths, because I don't know if I can do this. Hang on. I drew a little diagram about the cost of the Timberwolf.
Oh, you and the Timberwolf.
And here, if you notice my little diagram here.
Was it you that made that meme?
Yeah.
You didn't. I saw that.
I've been monitoring the cost of the Timberwolf on Reverb, and you can see it's gone up, like up and away. I wrote it there, look. And then just here, just about, we're towards the end. It's just gone flonk. Huge opportunity and a crystal ball. And there's a stocks and shares man there with. I've realised I put his hands on the wrong way around. That's why it looks a bit weird. But I would suggest that now is the time to buy, and that's Hazel being a wolf in the corner. So Timberwolves, future classic. Buy now. Click there. Big opportunity. So there you go. There's my input on that
If we're
one.
following this and thinking it's going to be like the 303, this is analogous to the early 90s when they were giving them away for 50 quid in London.
Exactly.
And maybe there's been an underground Timberwolf scene that we don't know about that's going to surface in 5 or 10 years, and we're going to be kicking ourselves.
Don't say I didn't tell you. Honestly, future classic.
So you're pushing the underground Timberwolf scene is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, or possibly I'm just trying to sell mine for more than I paid for it, but you never know. Who can know? Who can tell? Am I bluffing?
Well played, Mr. Wiggly. Well played.
Do you actually have a Timberwolf, Mr. Wiggly?
I do, and a rhythm wolf, and a plan as well. But until the plan comes together, I'm just bigging it up so that I can say if the plan works, I can go. Yeah, I told you.
You know when somebody buys a lemon, they talk about it so much to try and convince you that it's not a lemon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's the selling a toothbrush, isn't it? It's like this toothbrush is way better. But yeah, no, it's a dodgy toothbrush, but it is the only thing I've seen dropped in price recently. So if instead of a Behringer, you could pick up a Timberwolf.
If
I've got a question.
Go on.
Why does it take 16 hours to recharge a toothbrush that lasts 5 minutes?
Hands up all those with electric toothbrushes.
Mine lasts for like days.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, mine lasts like ages.
Well, maybe you need a new toothbrush for Christmas.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Everyone should get something that buzzes for Christmas.
Best comment so far. Ooh, we have somebody else here. Please welcome to the show, Stefan.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hello.
So, by the way, it's not your internet being broken; it's my face taking a long time to load. So.
I think this is the first time I've heard your voice, Stefan. Welcome to the
Yeah,
party.
I think so as well. Oh, by the way, you're a sexy bastard, Mark.
Hey,
Just so you know.
you're-
Oh god.
So, how do you get to speaker mode on the phone?
Ban.
That's a good question. I'm trying to get to speaker mode, but so I can hear you better, but I don't know how to do that.
Huh. Well, whilst you figure out how to do that, what do you want for Christmas?
Is this supposed to be supposed to be R-rated or X-rated?
Oh,
Either
however, we're after the
X-rated.
watershed. You can say
Truth.
whatever you want right now.
All I want for Christmas is you, right?
Oh.
We all go.
Should we leave these guys in the office?
Oh
go
my
home.
word.
Oh lord.
It's just me and Stefan. Oh no, me.
Yeah.
Stefan. Hey, how did you all get back in?
Okay.
we are.
Yeah,
We're
I'm trying to
all
fix
back.
my audio here. See if it's working.
Didn't run away.
Where is Stefan? Where do you live, Stefan?
Where's he gone?
I believe you're Swedish. Is that right, Stefan?
I'm actually half Swedish, half Italian, so it's quite a mix.
Wow.
And where are you residing at the
Swedish
moment?
Not that I have an Italian name or look Italian, but yeah, my mother is Italian, so.
That's a cool
And
mix.
Stefan,
actually.
you don't actually make music. Is that correct?
I'm sorry.
You don't make music?
Yeah, I dabble in it. I think I posted a few on the URL, but yeah, I'm the guy that mostly makes the synthwave stuff. So
Well, that was
yeah.
going to lead me into the point of saying that you don't actually need to be a producer to get involved with the Clown Army.
No,
You
I
just
know.
need-
It's just a matter of I guess procrastinating too much and never finishing anything. So yeah.
That sounds like all of us.
Yeah, that literally does sound like all of us.
Well, Mark told me
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
steal all my equipment if I make another trance track and throw it in the URL.
Come again, John? Say that again.
I said, Mark said he's going to confiscate my studio if I make another trance track and throw it in the URL.
You are correct about that, sir. 110% you are correct about that.
Yeah, it seems like synthwave is possible, right? But trance is the limit.
You see, synthwave's nice. It sounds good. It moves along nicely. Psytrance just sounds the fucking same. Jen did say we should talk about my hate for psytrance.
Maybe talk about the current state of your psytrance tattoo, perhaps, at this moment.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah, let's.
It's not there. The problem is, right? The design has changed so much. I wanted to have like a big naked girl, henty style girl with her vagina as my belly button, and then I Heart Psytrance underneath it. But then I was like, there's no way I can get my belly out. at any point, you know, if I've got a vagina as my belly button. It's like that's just not going to happen. So
Maybe
then
the
we went back to-
asshole bit.
I think your problem is that your cock doesn't go all the way up to your belly button, so that plan didn't work.
That's an excellent point.
Nail on the head.
So the side trans tattoo is coming, but I think I'm going to bleach my asshole first, live on thingy, and then get the tattoo.
Bucket for Carly.
Yeah, I'm hoping Carly's going to be there with the camera. Just get some.
I'm going to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like a wireless button so I can be out of the room, and I'm just going to set the camera up, and then I'm just going to stand in the hallway just clicking randomly and hoping that I get something.
I tell you, we'll just stream it. It's fine. Don't worry.
There you go, brilliant. You guys can enjoy it, and I can be at home.
I intend to. Don't worry. I intend to.
But these challenges are stacking up though, Mark. So no more challenges until, you know, at least the bleaching of anus and side transfer life tattoo has happened.
Well, as I said on the Mr. Wiggly Smashed interview yesterday, I wrote this year off. So I'm not going to do anything productive this year. So next year, I'm going to go full force. I'm going to take first couple of weeks in January off, and then I'm going to go full force. Literally, like, push it to the wheels off.
Can we hold you to that?
Come again?
Can we hold you to that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can hold me to anything you want. What else would you like me to hold to?
An OnlyFans page, maybe.
I know who your first subscriber is going to be.
Literally.
Oh yeah, indeed.
I don't see the need for an OnlyFans page when literally, like,
God's sake.
and Commando,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, it happens daily. There's no
There's
need.
enough of Mark all over the internet already, isn't
There
there?
really
It's
is.
great.
More than there
Not in
needs to be
Sweden.
ever. Ugh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of fancy stuff to show you as you other guys, but since I'm not at home in Italy, so yeah.
That's okay. That's not a problem. Again, it would, like, the whole ethos for the URL is you just bang pots and pans. Just as long as you have, you know, enthusiasm for what you're doing, that's the most important thing. You know, like your delivery of it. You know, you can be spot on delivery, but have no soul to the track whatsoever at all. You know, it could be a great track, but it's, you know, there's no soul to it. Just as long as you've got passion, and you know.
Yeah. Well, I have some small stuff here. I have a keyboard, and I have a push hiding under here as well.
Nice.
So at least I can make something when it triggers my fancy.
That's all you need.
Stefan, please put some more stuff into the URL for the love of God. Like,
All
we
right.
must have had like 2 tracks from you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I have some vacation time now as well, so maybe I will take that opportunity.
Please do. Mr. Wiggly, you've got a deal with a synth manufacturer at the moment. Is that correct? Can we talk about this?
Yeah, Soma. I'm working with Soma. I'm doing a little bit of stuff with Synstrom at the moment, but yeah, Soma's the main one. So I kind of
That's
they have
the red one behind you, is it?
Yeah, this Pulsar. What can you see? Hold on. I think I have another camera. Wait a minute.
You got the drum?
You and all your cameras.
Drum. What's their new drum machine they just launched?
The Pulsar's a drum machine, isn't it? So there's a yellow thing there, but the orange thing on one side. Hang on, let me just take over for a second. That's a Pulsar 23, and that's a Lyra. So yeah, but they're amazing. Honestly, I mean, I got involved because they had real problems after Brexit, and their stuff very rarely goes wrong. But they couldn't. People were sending it back to Europe and like getting charged VAT on repairs, and it was just terrible. So they said, can you maybe just be a sort of focus in the UK? We can send stuff to you and you can sort it out or whatever. So I've just kind of been their support service over here, and in return I'm going to make some videos. I've done a few videos for them, and but I just I wouldn't normally do it for anyone because I don't want to put a flag up for any manufacturer in case I do a review of something, which was the original idea. But I've never met anyone who doesn't like Soma, apart from maybe it's a bit expensive, but it's built honestly like a tank. They're really proper put together stuff. And like watching, if you come across like Surgeon doing the techno, the DJ doing techno stuff, he's done like 20 minutes just playing with a kick drum on the Pulsar 23. It's just crazy to watch. The thing just on a big system is just like a brick wall. It's amazing. So yeah, it's a real pleasure to be involved with them, actually. Really good.
Sounds like a nice deal you have there.
So Dom,
thank you.
Yeah.
Dom, are you actually doing if people are sending stuff to get fixed? Are you hands-on, taking it to bits and fixing it, or
I have done, but I guess it's been
got a focal
about
point just to,
Yeah, no, I have done. I mean, I can get stuff over sent to me, and I can get stuff replaced. I think in the 9 months or so that I must have been doing it, probably 6 months, I think there's been 4 repairs, and like 2 of those were the power supply blown up, so you had to send a new power supply out. One of them, there was a chip blown, so I put a new board in, and something else was like a loose knob or something. Do you know what I mean? They are so bulletproof. It's like they're very, just very, very reliable. So nothing. I did expect a bit more than that, but they're all through hole rather than tiny little surface mount components and stuff. So it's almost like fixing an old car. They're proper stuff. It's really easy to do. So, but if it was anything kind of major, then I kind of deal with them behind the scenes just to get it over to. They got a big center in Poland now, so I can always like put them in. But it just means that you don't. If you have to arrange to get your stuff sent back or whatever to Poland or whatever, it's just a nightmare. It's a real nightmare at the moment.
Is that where Soma are from? Are they Polish?
No, bizarrely, the main guy behind them was born in Ukraine and moved to Russia. So the whole company actually started in Russia, which also hasn't helped at all with all the troubles going on. So what actually happened was the UK guys, a guy in the UK spotted this Russian guy, Vlad, and said, "Oh, I love this," with his little website. So I love this stuff. Can I kind of distribute it in Europe? Can I make it? And they got involved together. So for a certain period of time, everything was being built in Russia, and then more recently, everything's been built out of Poland. So it's almost like a licensing deal. And obviously, the Russian things had to be completely closed down. It's just a bit of a mess there. But before all of the horrible stuff in Ukraine started, they basically moved everything over into Poland into Europe. So luckily. And they're all right for components. They're pretty canny. They've got 2 or 3 people that just sit there buying up components and trying to get deals done. So what you were saying before about the component shortage, it did nearly cripple them, and it's crippled a lot of people. I have a feeling they're not as short as they were anymore, and I don't see anyone dropping their prices yet. But
that's hard.
All of the Soma stuff I've seen, it just looks Russian. It looks like Cold War technology.
Yeah, totally.
It's very, very industrial, very like the kind of pale greens, those pale colours are just very Cold War Russia.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And I mean, it has come from that kind of dynasty, I guess. The guy's a genius. I mean, absolute genius with the stuff that he's coming out with. I've seen a couple of things that are kind of under development, and they're really cool. They're not like, it sounds wrong if I said they're not like proper businessmen. The business is solid, it's all done properly, but they're creative as well. Do you know what I mean? They have a meeting about something if you need to have a meeting. It's not like a big board of directors or everything. They're very led by everyone that's involved. It's a very welcoming environment. Like if I went and said, I've got this great idea for a MIDI arpeggiator box or so, do you know, anything, they're like, that'd be interesting. Do you want us to build it for you? That kind of thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
When is
Really?
They're very, very open. There's very, very open to ideas, and have a couple of the products that have come out have been third-party ones that are over there. So they're just very keen because they've got a decent manufacturing facility out there, which is churning out Soma stuff, but there's space to do other things as well, which is always interesting.
Dom, have a word with them and see if they can make a decent Chaos Pad.
Oh right, yeah.
Literally.
The 9 that Mark's got aren't good enough.
What's missing? What would a decent Chaos Pad have then?
A decent Chaos Pad would have better ins and outs. It wouldn't hum for a start. It wouldn't add noise to the mix at all.
Right.
And the effects could be better laid out so that you can have like 2 or 3 effects going on rather than just one. Have some knobs on it. I've looked into this 2 times with 2 manufacturers, and each time they're like, this might be a little bit more than we can handle. So I understand. And literally, the Chaos Pad has gone like they don't manufacture them anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You know, and it's the only effects processor on the market that does what it does. You know, and so I'd really come again, Bill.
There's a gap. You're right.
there's a massive gap in the
Well,
market.
it's moved over to VSTs, isn't it? So it's stutter edit, and I think Logic's got a kind of stuttery thing built in now.
Yeah.
But that's not useful for going out live. It's a really good idea. It's a really good idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, my Square Pyramid has like a kind of like a built-in chaos pad on it that it just you can assign X to whatever MIDI you want and Y to whatever MIDI you want.
Yeah.
Then if you had like a decent effects processor, you could assign it to that.
And how much is the Squarp?
Right now I think in the used market around 500-600.
Oh, that's not
But
bad.
that's just the control, though, right?
Yeah, it's just a MIDI controller, but again, I can have my whole studio running off that because there's enough ins and outs. I mean, I literally have 32 channels of MIDI going in and out of it.
Ooh.
More actually. It can have up to 48 channels of MIDI, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's simultaneous. I literally have everything that's in my studio goes into that Squarp.
Wow.
And then through Mio XL, because the Mio XL allows you to put whatever. And not only that, I have it all hooked into the DAW now because of the Mio XL, so I can work hybrid that way.
Wow.
I mean, it took me forever to get it all figured out, but after I did, I was like,
It's like, oh wait! I have to make a tune now. Hang on a minute. I'll go and do the cables over there. It's that moment of like.
It's
been there a lot.
John, is the Mio? How many channels of MIDI on the Mio?
The Mio is does nothing but MIDI. So again, I think there's 12 DINs right on the Mio itself that you can plug in and out of. And then it also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 4 on the front and like crazy amount on the back of even USBs. So you can do USB MIDI. I try to hook most of my stuff up USB MIDI. And then you can assign it any way you want once it's in there. And the Mio also allows you to you can turn on and off MIDI channels, or you can filter your MIDI. So I could have like only channel 6 going to, say, the JDXA, or you know what I mean? So it won't send other channels. So that way it won't interfere.
So like a custom assignable MIDI.
Yeah, there's a whole thing that actually I could probably show you guys if you guys really want to see.
I think Don, if you could speak to Soma and tell them that Mark wants to develop a Chaoski Padski.
Chaoski Padski, yeah. It's a good idea though, and then it just takes audio in and out. It's stereo audio in, and it's got MIDI clock kind of MIDI input as well. So sometimes you can play stuff. So the main problem is just old and noisy. So that's easy enough to fix, but it just depends.
They were designed to go on decks, weren't they? So they've got the grind on the back for the decks, but like when you put other things through it, it's just got such a massive noise floor, and it colors the sound as well. So it's not like when you plug it in the back, if you take an headphone socket from whatever you're using it, the Chaos Pad is kind of fluffier, a lot fluffier. And
Inky
of course,
makes a good point, as is usual.
3 of them.
Oh yeah, so Inky makes a good point. The MPC can do it with the XY pad.
It can, but the MPC doesn't do 2 touch. I noticed this the other day. It's only 1 touch, whereas the Chaos Pad, the Chaos Pad will do 2 touches. To be fair, I've played around with the XY on the MPC one, and it's not bad, but it's not as good as a Chaos Pad.
You just need Mark. You just need another MPC.
This is filtered out.
What have I started?
Well, couldn't you ground it to just anything? Because with electric,
that was going to be my next plan. Scrape off a bit of paint from one of the aluminium bars and just tape a bit of wire to it, and then back to the Chaos Pad to see if that was going to work. But like I say, back just before lockdown started, I spoke to two people, and one of them was like, "I'm really not sure we can do it." The other one went from, "Well, you want a little box like this? Maybe we can do like a mid-sized box as well, and maybe we can do like a big-sized box as well, and you can have loads of panels on it and stuff." And like, maybe massively engineered this more than it needs to be, like, which is great because it means we would have had 3 products but then he's got to go and do family stuff, so it's kind of taken a back seat. But if somebody else wants to take up the challenge, then I'd be more than willing.
Well, yeah. I'll have a chat with him, and then what you'd need to do is kind of scope out your ultimate one, but try and work out what it looks like. Put it
Is
together.
it going to look anything like that mocked up on Facebook? That was part. it was like part TR8S, part MX1. It was a right jamboree of stuff.
No, that was just before Roland released all their new Groovebox range, and I was trying to persuade them to make a really good fucking Groovebox. Instead,
it had a water feature, didn't it?
Got a 707
water feature.
What was the question? No, I thought there was a question.
I'm going to disconnect with my desktop instead, see if that works better for me.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to get a cramp in my arm with this phone.
Stefan, that can be handy.
Exactly. Just leave it to go numb and then you'll be fine.
So no, it won't be that Frankenstein thing that you saw, Jen. That was me trying to goad Roland and Korg into actually making a Groovebox that was functional, usable, relatable, and instead, I think they give their stuff to people in suits to test them out before they release it on the market, which is just outrageous. If I was involved in this, the sample time on it would be massive.
I'm trademarking Chaoski Padski as we
.com.
I think it was Gasm that made me realize this. And he was like, "Oh, there's 12 minutes of sample time in this. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand it." Yeah, the 555 wherever it is over there with a 2 gig card, you can have 11 hours worth of sample time. I'm like, why are they not putting that in there? Oh, it's because they sell the sampler as well. It's good business sense.
Yeah.
You know, why would you over-engineer something when you've got another product that's going to fill that gap? You know, it's.
I didn't really like the 404 personally.
You don't?
Built-in obsolescence, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
They build in obsolescence.
Yeah.
Which is why I like synths where they perpetually upgrade. And I've got the Argon, which I love.
Bristol company, I may add.
Yeah. So, people are quite harsh on modal, but I love the Sculpt, I love the Argonate. I kind of would like the Cobalt as well, but the Argonate is fine for what I want it to do. But
it's FM synth, isn't it? Is the Argon?
Don't know. No.
I love this synth, but I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah. It sounds
okay.
nice.
Screw it. Alan, what's your favorite synth in your collection?
Good question. Probably.
I'm going to ask you all, so think about it.
Oh no, actually, no. It'll be the Odyssey, Carp Odyssey.
Yeah, I played on one. I played on yours actually. That thing is sweet as a nut.
Yeah, you detune the oscillators and so thick. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, it's lovely.
Does it feature in all of your tracks, Alan?
I would say about 20%.
That's not too bad.
Usually,
I see Danny with the Hydrasynth, and he only uses it for strings. I'm like, dude, there's got to be a better box out there that can do strings for you, and you can make use of like the rest of the sounds that come out of this thing. But no, it's strings. Yeah. So, Mr. Wiggly, your favorite synth in your collection?
I like my Behringer 2600.
Okay.
I would have loved the Korg remake, and I'd have also loved an original, but they'd sold out. And also, I'm very glad they had, because it was crazy expensive. And also, I've got a Juno 106, which has got a Kiwi retrofit and also sort of upgraded oscillators in it, and it sounds amazing. So those are my two that I do use on lots of stuff. I've got some other old stuff which doesn't get used so much, but I just don't
your
really
synth
get rid of
walls
it,
are insane.
Yeah, it's I don't know if this one. Let's have a look. I can tell if it's on screen. I can tell you what's what. Let's have a look.
Dom, what's your preferred way to start a track? Do you start with drums and percussion, or do you start with melody or lyrics? Or...
chords usually, and then once I've got a few chords, then I'd start with drums, and work like that. But yeah, chords to give an idea, whatever it might be. That's my Juno. That's a Hydrasynth. That's a KX88, which is a master keyboard. But over here, which you can't see, there's I've got the Korg Odyssey, which is amazing, and SH101 and JX8P. I'm a Roland fanboy, and MKS80s and that kind of stuff. Which kind of I've had since I was doing sessions. I bought that stuff new when that's what you had to have to go and do keyboard sessions.
Have you still got your UBX, hey?
The which?
Have you still got the one you lent to me, the big Oberheim?
Oh yeah, what was that? Yes, I have.
OB6.
Yeah, the OB6. I've got OB6 and I got a Prophet 6 as well.
Mofo, still got that?
Got Mofo. Yeah, again that's leaning against the wall. Still got the Tempest.
Now his name was synth and see if Mr. Wiggly's got
He's
it.
got it. Yeah, it's like Ty Unwin.
And the
Yeah.
Volvo.
Have you got a Moog 1?
No.
Have
I'm
you got any
kind of
Volkers?
glad. I don't have any Volkers. No.
Yeah, good man.
I've got the Roland boutiques. I've got a little SH101 boutique and the JP, the Jupiter one, which is kind of cool.
I wanted to get on with the boutiques, I just didn't.
And they were okay. They're good if you just plug them in and use external stuff on them.
Yep.
The SH101 is better than my original SH101 because it's got like 4-note polyphonic. It sounds absolutely the same. And Matt Hodgson, my mate, sold his original SH101 and just uses his his little boutique one. They are insanely good, those little things.
Yeah,
Can I just say the best example of someone using the SH101 mark is Leaf. I love him on the 101. He is amazing on that thing.
Did you catch his last Clown Fest set?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, honestly, from where he was to where he is now, world of difference. Honestly,
But do you remember at the castle when he never even brought all the cables?
Yep. that's leaf all over. That is literally leaf all over. It's ridiculous.
But he's the most quiet but intelligent and political person. I love Brainsniff. I love Leaf. He's awesome.
Oh,
he's the best person that I've ever seen use a 101. Or well, apart from maybe a guy called Gerald, but yeah.
Oh, I had something to say about Leaf, but now I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'm now bassist for Brainsniff. Fucking hell, can't wait for that.
Are you playing in January? Are you playing on the 21st of January in Scotland then?
I am, yes. Are you coming, Jen?
Probably not, mate. It'll cost me. I could buy a synth with the petrol money if I'm honest. No, it would cost me about 300 quid to get there and back, mate.
Yeah,
But
literally.
Mark, wait a second, because I'm back from France on the 22nd. Is the gig the 21st?
The 21st, yeah. Apparently, Rebecca's trying to get us a gig on the Sunday as well, so I will be up there for a couple of days. So I will come and see you, Alan.
Yeah, cool.
Where in
Jen, what's your
Scotland
favourite
is
synth?
It's got to be this one.
It's got to be a Hydra. Oh no,
the ARP.
It's got to be my
So
ARP.
good.
It's just, and it just looks so lovely in its case as well.
And you make it sound so sexy.
Oh, you should see us when we're alone.
Jen,
Yeah, have you filmed it?
you put the lights off, light some candles, and
Yeah, the 2600.
Bill, what's your favourite synth?
Well, I love my JP8080, but I'm just not good enough to get everything out of it. So it's actually my TT303 because it just sounds so much like the original 303, and like it's this is what I use for everything. So I guess it's my favorite synth. It's pretty much in most of what I've done.
Yeah, Bill, I
want a
100% agree with you.
JP8080 so bad.
You want one, John?
For me? No, I was saying I like the JP8080. I always wanted one. It's one of those synths that I always want to buy, and I go check the price, and I'm like, I ain't spending that much. I'll buy something new.
I was lucky to get mine for about 300.
Oh, he's gone. Keeping us in suspense there, Bill.
300 dead cats, he was about to say.
Oh, there we go. You're back, Bill.
Yeah, I was just saying, I managed to get mine for about £350 right before they went up, and it's got a crackling headphone output, but the rest of it's all fine. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bill. TT, I've got 4 clones here. I played on original one. Mai bought his. Get that off the screen, Alan. Studio.
Good
Alan,
man. That's good. That's going to be
He's about to talk it.
No, right, you're going, Alan. You're going. Go on. Those on the show. Let's bring him back. Oh, he was putting up his butt and everything. But yeah, the TT is without a doubt the closest thing. Stop it! Who else is doing that? Jen, is that you?
Yeah.
Jen,
sorry.
off. Going. Bye. No, add you back.
I've got a bass
Yeah,
as
the
well,
TT
then I've got a Volca bass.
Oh, do you ever use them, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Knew it. So go on then, John. What's your favourite synth?
My favorite is gotta be
Oh, beer.
The one that's not plugged in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a Casio.
No, I'm only kidding. That ain't my favorite.
The Rev 3 is that?
Is that JXP?
I gotta think I would say it's gotta be either the JDXA or the Virus TI too.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this was the first thing I bought when I got back into music, so that's gonna have a spot in my heart no matter what now. And I know it inside and out because this was all I had, and I was trying to be DAW-less. I only started using a DAW this year, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That shocks me, John. Your stuff is usually on point. It's a little bit trancy for me, but it's usually on point. And you've only been in the door for a year.
Yeah, just started in February or March. I took Giuseppe Antoniani's master class and was like, I'm going to start using a DAW. And I'm like, what better way? Take a master class and get into using a DAW.
Yeah, it's literally... Jen's just done a course as well, haven't you, Jen?
I did, yeah. So I've got a month left to it, but yeah.
So would you both recommend courses?
I wouldn't recommend the one I done. It was a foundation course, and if
Fader
I'm
Pro,
honest,
I'd recommend.
they could have fit.
Oh, we got a guest, special guest.
Hey,
Special guest.
hey, I'm Thomas Golsey.
Hey.
Bud.
Good to see you.
Wait, it's StreamYard? Oh my god, I use StreamYard sometimes too.
Even us old people do. It's amazing.
So right now you're talking to all around the world.
Yeah.
Say hi. That's Mark.
Oh,
That's
hi.
Dom. Say hi to Dom.
Hi, Dom.
That's Jen down there.
That's Jen down there.
Hi.
Alan is busy with his Volca. And I forget your guys' names. I'm
Let me
sorry.
just explain. I'm a lot more talented than your regular 10-year-old kid, as I know how to make YouTube videos.
Well done.
Oh,
Nice one.
Yep. And I also have the 3D program software Blender, which allows me to make 3D animations.
Oh, there's Alan. He
Words.
refilled.
There you go.
Thanks
And
for
off he
sparing
runs.
us some time.
John, your kid is the future, by the way.
Yeah.
Can I just add in there? The course I did.
Well, so you've got a virus, so you can't be hurting too much for not having a JP. Like that kind of fills most of the same.
Yeah. But it's like, it's that wish list, the JP and like the Nord lead too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just that like those legacy synths that everybody always is like, ooh, I'd love to have one, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money on it because they become legacy synths.
I think Nords, it's just because they're recognizable as well, that people can easily spot, because most synths on the stage are black, but that's red, so people straight away, they can tell.
Yeah, true.
Go, Jen.
I just want to add a caveat in. Don't want to put the course down on the people doing it. It's I'm sure the masterclass is fantastic, but it was a foundation course, and I knew 90% of what they were teaching us. They were teaching people who used to do it before. So I did learn a bit, and I'm sure their masterclass is amazing, but I didn't learn a great deal. I learned a bit, but you know.
Anything you did learn, you passed on to me as well. So keep that.
I tried to, yeah, but they're great people, and I'm sure the masterclass is brilliant. But the foundation course was for beginners, and I'm not a real beginner. I mean, I'm not that good, but I'm not a beginner. So,
Jen,
yeah.
does your attendance at something like that though motivate you to do more or to write more, or because there's an amazing there's an amazing school in Glasgow called Subsign, which I guess is a little bit like the thing that Riosk has done through Cobasil in Dublin. You know, it's like a successful artist that says, I want to impart all of my knowledge and experience to other up and coming, you know, musicians or whatever.
Oh, I just
the
saw
one in Glasgow. The
So are
subside.
you
one in
thinking about
Glasgow.
having a go at it then?
Yeah, but they're specifically Ableton only. And I
Sorry,
don't
This way.
sorry, they're what only?
Ableton. So
on.
they only
Right.
feature Ableton.
No,
Because I use Reason. So I know a lot of the information. I know a lot of the information is going to be transferable, but it puts me off because it's Ableton only. So how much of what they
recommend
do
it.
is transferable, or
When they were teaching us on the guy that taught us used Logic, and I use Ableton, so it didn't matter. And as you know, if they say set up a bus and put your effects on a bus, then you can do that on Logic or Ableton. It doesn't matter. I would recommend, if you want to progress and inspire yourself, I would, and you can afford it, do a course, because it really pushed me to do more. Unfortunately, obviously, because I didn't get onto the masterclass, I'm a bit disappointed, and I'm a bit, I think it's a bit dumb. They funded to do the first bit and not the second bit, which seems a bit silly. But if you want to learn, I would do it, because the amount you're going to learn from a professional teaching you. They told me a lot of stuff that I was doing wrong. For instance, the fact that everyone drops effects directly onto the channel rather than setting up a bus.
Yeah,
that's apparently an essential. You should set up a bus so that you can have the effect level separate from the main synth level. But most people don't do that, and I'd never done it, and I'd not. I'd done what you do, putting it on the same track as the synth. And there was lots of things like that they taught
you
me.
learned, sorry, Tuja, what you learned kind of growing up, I've loved it in studios, but what you learned from the original old school studios is that that's the way to do stuff like that, and then you move into it. And I can see exactly why, if you looked in the door and you'd never really done it before, you'd go, oh yeah, I need some reverb and some echo on that track, so I'll just insert them there, and that's that one done, and then I'll come over here. Whereas you couldn't do that because you only had one reverb and one echo in the studio, so you literally put one on aux end 1, one on aux end 2, and then dial them in. But like we chatted about it, it does make everything sound like it's in the same space. So you only need to insert something if it's like a really spot effect. Do you know what I mean? If you want something to sound crazy or wacky. But if you want to add normally like a long reverb and a small reverb, you tend to use the same one and just adjust the amount so that at least they sound coherent. Do you know what I mean?
But it also gives you the advantage, doesn't it? If you've got a, you can change the volume of the original clean signal and the reverb separately, and if you chuck them on the track, you can't do that. So they taught me a lot of useful things, and I would recommend doing it, Alan. If you want to get better, pay for a course. You'll learn from a professional how to do it properly.
Speaking of that as well, when Danny Carnage was in the studio as well, he told me that he'd literally just finished taking the synth course, and I'm like, that surprises me so much, Danny. And he was like, no, it just it teaches you how to dial it in just that little bit better, So if Danny thoroughly recommends courses as well. Stefan, what's your favorite synth?
Just to finish that topic there, I think the best courses are those that are not fixated on a special product. That teaches you general things because you can apply them on everything. But as for synths, I mean, being a synthwave guy, I guess the synths like 8080, for example, obviously, those kind of synths, they're all on synths. As for new synths, I would have to say the Waldorf Quantum.
Oh,
the sounds that you can get out of that's just flabbergasting. And as one that likes synth sounds, I mean, experimenting with that's a really, if you don't go pure analog, then obviously you can do a lot of experimentation as well. But that synth, they really made something cool there. So yeah, it's on my maybe next Christmas. I don't know. This one is already spent too much, so.
I know that Gaz has got a Quantum, and honestly, I had a go at one at Super Booth 2019, and the thing is just amazing, like unbelievably good. Like the Hydra comes close, but the Quantum is just in another fucking league. It really is.
Yeah.
I was going to say the only people I know about the Quantum is Carol Phoenix and Gasm.
Yeah.
By the way, I got the background now from my place in Italy now. So now you can see my real background. I'm not there, but the background is real.
There in spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done an hour and a half. I didn't expect us to get to an hour, and it's been fun. I'd like to continue, but I'm guessing an hour and a half is a good time to finish things off. I guess you've all got things to do this evening. Like
Yeah. Loads of
Yeah,
things. You're
clearly,
right.
we have a lot of
Pretty busy.
Before you go,
Just
I just
remind
want to mention one little thing. Living in Norwich, almost nothing happens. But one of my friends, Robin Vincent, who some of you might know, he's Molten Modular. He's been on Sonic State a few times. He's doing something called Synth East in March, which is going to be a mini synth fest in East of England. So I'm just mentioning it in case anybody might want to pop along or might be in the area. And also, just I'll be there. I'm here. It's right on my doorstep. So. But yeah, hopefully I'll get out and meet you all soon. But yeah, that's happening next year at the start of March. So I just wanted to mention that.
I should be there. I should be there. I've already said I'll come down with some.
Oh,
Soma
wicked!
kit,
Great. It'll
so-
be great to meet you then.
Yeah, lovely.
Make sure you throw some promo towards the URL for it. Yeah.
Cool. Will do.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll try and get along to that as well. So yeah, I guess that we'll call that a wrap, I suppose.
Yeah.
What a wonderful thing!
I've said now for 2 years that I should come visit you, Mark. So I think next year is the year. So it would be nice to meet some other guys as well.
Was that said?
Come again, Jen?
He said, "Don't worry." I said he said that he said he'd come and see you. I said, "Is that said or threatened?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A little bit of both, as it goes. In fact, we were supposed to go to Super Booth 2020 with Stefan, but then everything fell through and it never happened. So at some point, we will share oxygen space.
Wow, long time waiting.
There was a pity on that Super Booth actually.
I also intend to do a real Clown Fest this year. So if you're thinking about coming to England next year, yeah, we're almost in.
Yeah, not this year.
Next year. So if you're thinking of coming to England, that would be the time to do it.
So
Clownfest X. It's in the planning. It really is.
Are you planning that during the summer, or when are you thinking of doing that?
Yeah, June, July time. I'm hoping.
Yeah, we only get like 2 weeks of summer in England, so it will be like a really short window.
Yeah.
But we'll try and get the right 2-week window in this country if we can, any time between June and the end of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time because a lot of people have vacations as well. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. That was absolutely awesome. I think the test run for this has gone really, really well. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this. It was... Oh, John's coming back. There he is. It was much fun.
Just in time for the goodbye.
Literally, just in time for the goodbye.
Well, I heard you. I was in the room next door.
Well, we're just about to wrap up, John. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. And I'm going to try and do one of these once a month, I think. So now we all know the format. Anybody is welcome to join. So yeah, let's book another one in for next month, and I'll see you all here again for this kind of thing, I guess.
Sounds good, man.
Cool.
Nice one. Thank you so
Have
much.
an awesome
Excellent.
weekend, and then also Christmas next week.
Yes.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do an alternative King speech as it is, and I might do a live stream. Like Dom, you're planning on doing something New Year's Eve and on Christmas Day
New Year's
as well,
Eve
are
on
you?
Christmas Day, I think. Yeah, just not sure when, but just a kind of real chill out kind of safe space stream for anyone who's lonely or bored or desperate or just wants to chat on Christmas with me and Ollie, and somewhere between the Sunday show and this, but just to kind of catch up, get everything into perspective kind of thing. So hopefully we'll do that. So more about that probably on Sunday. My stream's on tomorrow at 7 if anyone fancies watching that, but we'll publicise that, so it should be good.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, Dom. Great idea.
You on Saturday and Sunday then, Dom?
Pardon?
Are you on Saturday instead of Sunday then?
If it's Christmas on Saturday, we'll do it. But oh no, sorry, you mean sorry, my stream is on
said
Sunday.
you're on tomorrow at
I'm
7.
a day out. I'm thinking it's
I thought
Saturday.
that you said.
I'm on Sunday
I
at
don't want to say
7.
anything.
No, I've been a day out most of my life, I think, to be honest. But yeah, Sunday at 7 if anyone wants to watch. So that'd be cool.
I thoroughly recommend Dom's stream. Check it out, Mr. Wiggly channel. Awesome Sunday stream, and he does a Wednesday one as well. I will say that I'm really disappointed. I'm not going to tomorrow.
Tomorrow, his birthday.
Yeah, give me a minute. I just, God, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that I'm not doing a Clown Fest because I know that there are a lot of people that kind of enjoyed it around Christmas time and stuff because then, not everybody sees family, not everybody goes out and, not everybody has people around. So I'm glad that you're kind of picking up the torch for this one, Dom.
My mic shut off. So I don't
Pleasure.
know why it was.
And yes, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Inky's birthday stream over. Is it the KDK channel?
Yeah, search KDK DJ.
Yeah, I believe Gaz is playing, I think, and I know
Yeah.
Dean Daughters is playing, and there's a few other people as well. So
That should be a good pie.
yeah. You're playing as well, are you?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
nice.
even realise. I didn't see your
Yay.
name on the flyer. I feel like I've missed the trick there.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll see you all tomorrow for Inky's stream then. I'll see you guys all there over at Inky's stream tomorrow.
Cool.
Right.
Have a good one.
It was
See
a
you guys.
pleasure. Thank
Have
you
a
all
great
so much.
night.
Good, everyone.
Thanks all.
very much for
Take
joining
it
me
easy.
this
Be
evening.
good, everyone.
Cheers, Carly. See ya.
Bye bye. Thank you so much, Dom. Okay, so that I think was a great first chat. What do you want for Christmas? We didn't ask you.
No, you didn't.
No. So what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, microphone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A decent microphone.
Yes.
So I don't look like the only unprofessional in my band.
Carly wants one of the.
I don't turn up with any tech.
SM58 or something.
No.
Anything good?
The radio looking mic she wants.
Oh, like the old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow,
nice
those were Shaw's, weren't they? I think those really old
Yeah,
old
you
school
can't get
cool
a Shaw
ones.
one. They
Yeah.
are very.
260
Wow.
quid from PMT if anybody
Anyone cares.
anybody wants to buy it.
That's the face that I made. though. I was like, oh, I've got expensive taste. God's sake. But at the moment, I'll just take a microphone.
Oh, it
of
looks
mine
good
and
though.
works.
Looks good. Lasts a
So,
lifetime.
yeah.
Wow.
Right, it has been a pleasure this evening. Thank you all so very, very much. Dom, thank you so much for the
Thank
use
you,
of
Dom.
StreamYard. I will see you tomorrow for Inky. See you
Yeah, on
Sunday
Sunday.
for your show and Monday for the new shout out. So catch you all later, everybody. It was a pleasure. See you soon.
Bye.